Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. The Hokies offense trots out there to open this game. Well, here we go, Kirk. The energy in this place is tremendous. We are 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion.
And think about it, Chris. These two teams have put everything into this to get to this stage and this opportunity. Let's see who can handle it better.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The sure hands. It's Norris. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch. At the second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
Boy, what an accurate throw here by this Virginia Tech quarterback. And you and I, over the years, have seen a lot of great quarterback play when it comes to throwing the football. Michael Vick, of course, could make those throws. Tyrod Taylor, Brian Randall, Jim Druckenmiller. Boy, some great quarterback play and lofty standards to try to live up to.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. And the fullback takes a turn running the football. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
And he'll drop back here on third down. And he's got it. Tackled immediately, but it's a big chunk play. Gain to the 35-yard line.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
The Hokies with 1st and 10 here. Keeping it on the ground here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Hokies. In a national championship game, you can't do a better job than setting the tone immediately.
Look, it's the biggest game of the year, so you got to bring your best. An opening drive, the offense right there just did that. That's how you get this thing started.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Volunteers offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Move the sticks for a first down for this Tennessee offense, and this quarterback is really starting to throw the ball well, putting the ball on the money, and giving these receivers a chance to make plays after the catch. And they've had some great quarterbacks, as we know, that have played in their time in Knoxville.
First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's going to pull it down and run. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the all-important extra point. And it's up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last play action. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. Second down after that previous play. That goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Lets it go quickly. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Using his legs here. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
The Hokies will have to punt this one away. And the returner will be brought down. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Breaking free at midfield. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Now it's second down here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Love to watch this offense when they can dominate the line of scrimmage and have a talented back behind him. You continue to pick up first downs. You get the rhythm going. We've been watching Tennessee offenses do that for a long time.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. The offense with some pre-snap motion. The shotgun handoff here. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. Tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the
muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Vols. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Lining up to try the extra point. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Here comes a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well we defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets...
We pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me, it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the second sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Defense makes the stop. The screen pass doesn't produce a first down, and now it's fourth down.
Great job here by the defense. Third down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force his fourth down. Great job here by the D.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
Jukes past the defender. He's in the clear. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Volunteers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Throws it to the right. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. The Volunteers looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Quick catch over the middle. And they get him down after the completion.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. The Vols pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs.
Nice first down run here by this running back. And these are the kind of situations on 3rd and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice first down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence that you can wear that defense down psychologically.
And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning, a chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. And he drops back in the gun. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Looking to scramble. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender and he throws the interception.
And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. But they want to cut into this quickly now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Norris. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. With the catch, it's Norris. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Makes a quick catch. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Back to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
That was an impressive effort here by the safety to use his speed and effort to get to that football and where it was headed. Secondary coach has got to be proud.
And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense.
Looking for a deep completion. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down. The back's got it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The Vols will have to kick it away. It's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on and booted away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up second down.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. Big guys up front line up. It's first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Going the other way, can they catch him? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his zone coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So, timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
So a little under 30 seconds to go in the half. We'll see how they play this here in 1st and 10. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. How aggressive will this offense be? They can get into field goal range easily, but maybe they'll take a shot at the end zone. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense has been set up with a first down and goal.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
Pass rush closing in. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to pass here on second down. Caught quickly. Touchdown, Tennessee. This offense really clicking. Well, we had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
See if they can convert the point after. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Final seconds in the first half. They will just take a knee and head to the locker room. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game on the line? The eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk. Fellas, hard to believe we're only one half away from crowning a national champion.
And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. An explosive play. Moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 38.
Boy, great throw and a first down for Tennessee, and they are in business. This quarterback is playing well, and, you know, Chris, they are able to recruit the nation when it comes to quarterback play because of the history and tradition they have. Started really with Peyton Manning, but has worked its way through. Think about T. Martin, won the national title in '98. Hendon Hooker, what he did a few years ago. Go back to Josh Dobbs. Boy, they got some great quarterbacks that have played here.
No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Bringing pressure. Football knocked loose in the backfield. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. And the Volunteers will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Oh, it lands just short of the goal line, but bounces in for a touchback. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. Interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. And he's got some open field ahead. Touchdown, Volunteers. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6. Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And now here comes the point after attempt. Extra point is good. It's a 3-touchdown lead now, 28-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. And there's the handoff. They'll tackle him at the 27.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And the single back takes a handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's the target, and it's complete.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
But there you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Pass hauled in inside the 15. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
You know, with the lead in the national championship in the second half, there are a lot of offensive coordinators around the country that would be more conservative, run the ball, keep the clock moving. I love the fact that this offensive coordinator takes a chance here, throws the football, shows the confidence he has in a quarterback, and it really pays off for him.
And the Vols line up on 1st and 10 now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And he'll set up to throw. Defense is coming after him. Escapes the pocket but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
And the ball caroms into the receiver's hands. Now the screen doesn't produce a first down. Good work by the defense. Now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. He'll return it from inside the 5. Oh, and he's got some space here. Picks up some blocks. Can they catch him? Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! Wow, kick return for a touchdown in the national championship game. This place has come unhinged.
You know, we get so caught up in offense and defense, sometimes people like to overlook the importance of special teams. Here's a great reminder. Big-time blocks up front, and the speed of the return man, he takes it all the way to the end zone.
The offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt. From the shotgun, drops back. Off target with the throw, incomplete.
Hey, great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. It's a nice gain. He'll move the football up to the 27. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. The shotgun running play call. Running through the tackle. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this third quarter? Kirk, it's Tennessee on top as we take a break for the quarter. So 3 quarters complete in this battle to crown a national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the game summary so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. They'll hand it off. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. They're going to run it. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? A quick throw out left, complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
They're still trusting this quarterback to make great throws, and why not? He has had a game you dream about in the national championship. Every throw right on the money. He's had time to make great throws, and he is delivered to be, in my opinion, the MVP in the national title.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And now the handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
The Volunteers line up with a 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Vols. And the route is on.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. Receiver makes the catch. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
The Hokies will line up on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's caught. Defense able to contain him after that juke, but he picks up a solid gain. That completion makes it 2nd and short. And the quarterback dropping back. Here's a throw underneath to the back. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. He's looking to scramble. He goes out of bounds with no time left, and we have a national champion. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. I'd say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And then there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as the top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Tennessee Volunteers.